Hey everyone. Miss Moji, the link is there. We got one person in the chat. I'm trying to wait and see if more people gonna show up. I'm gonna give it about 3 more minutes. Hey sis, how are you? Hey Crystal. I'm doing fine, hon. Thanks. Hey Charnisha, how are you, hon? And we got 4 people in the chat. I'm gonna give it a little while longer. Damn, Miss Moji said hey. You welcome, Charnisha, anytime, sweetie. Oh, that sounds good. I don't know where everyone is. We might have to cancel and do it another night. I'm gonna give it another minute or two. Hey, Sherry. You a mess. I see you, Crystal, talking smack. I don't know where everybody at, guys. I know Miss Carmela says she's probably not gonna make it. I'm gonna give it, like I say, maybe 2 more minutes. And then if nobody else shows up, we can just cancel and do this sometime. Hey Leslie, how you doing? That's good. I'm happy to hear you doing well. I don't know whose video just dropped. Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about then. Thank you, Leslie. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out after I'm done. All right, we got 6 people in here. Hello, hello, everyone. If you guys still want to get into the topic tonight, give me a one in the chat. If not, we can reschedule for another night that's more convenient for everyone. I will be flying solo tonight. Miss Toya is not here. Okay. Well, then we'll go ahead and continue on with tonight's topic. So tonight's topic is going to be about migraines. I suffer from migraines, and I have since I was a child. My migraines actually subsided once I became an adult, but when I actually got older, I was in a car accident in like 2010, and I hit my head. So when I hit my head, it caused my migraines to come back with a vengeance. Um, I actually wound up developing a small tumor in between the middle ear and the brain, called a cholesterol. No, it's not anything that's cancerous or anything like that. But it does kind of make you sensitive to light whenever you get migraines. It can also cause you to just really not want to eat or move or do anything because migraines can be extremely draining. So for me, what I have to do whenever I feel a migraine coming on, I have to, get into a room that's completely dark. I normally can't deal with any noises whatsoever because the noise will bother me. And then I also have to chart what I've eaten. So I literally write down what I've eaten on a day to day basis, just so that way I can know what triggered my migraines at that point in time. Um, like they normally give me a list of things that can bother me to cause migraines. Sometimes pork is a big problem, so that's why I try to minimalize the amount of pork intake that I take in, as well as the amount of beef intake that I take in. So what I do to support my migraines to make sure that they can be maintained in some kind of way, I simply take high blood pressure medication. My doctor told me that this is something that would help. So the high blood medication, what it does is it helps to reduce the pressure within the head every time that I get a migraine. So I have to take it on a daily basis as if I was a person who had high blood pressure, and that's what I have to do. Um, and again, I have to chart each time that I have a headache. What was I eating? Was it a certain type of perfume that I had to have on? Because you can be sensitive to smells as well. You can smell something and it can ignite a migraine. Like, for example, if anyone gets near me and they have the smell of a menthol cigarette on them, I absolutely cannot tolerate the smell of a menthol cigarette. It will give me a viral infection within my nose, and then I will start to get a migraine instantly. So I carry BC powder and other medications in my purse on a any given point in time. So what my doctor told me to do is always have 5 different medications on hand, because if you constantly take the same medication, eventually the body would start to get immune to it, and you wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to control my headaches. So I have to switch out. So if I take a BC powder today and then say I get a headache tomorrow, I would have to try Tylenol or something different, and so on and so on. I appreciate the praying hands, y'all. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. So, um I truly appreciate all the praying hands. It's nothing that's gonna stop me. Like say having a small tumor, it's not anything that it can do to me personally, because it's not cancerous, but it is something that I have to monitor on a 6-month basis. I have to constantly go backwards and forwards to get x-rays to check it out and see if it's grown um any and stuff like that. But no, I'm blessed and highly favored. The only thing I can say is, like I say, I'm extremely sensitive to light. So most of the time when people contact me, they be like, "Dang, you always in the dark. You like a vampire." Um, yeah, I may feel like a vampire, but it's just so that way I don't go outside and I get blinded by light and like, oh my God, bring on a headache. So, but migraines can come on very easily from anything. Like I say, you can actually have a reaction to something and it will cause you to have a migraine. Certain foods, like say, if you eat pork, because pork is high in sodium, it can cause you to have a migraine. If you eat cheeses, it can cause a migraine. So that's why my doctor has me to actually chart each item that I eat, so that way I'll know if that is a possible trigger that causes the onset of a migraine. But let me see uh, what we have here. Trisha says, I'm going to keep you in my prayers. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I can't wake up so fast. That's when I'm getting them. I take high blood pressure medication too. Yeah, high blood pressure medication. Believe it or not, it helps in a lot of ways. And like I say, that's what I have to take. I have to take high blood pressure medication to reduce the pressure in my head every time that I have a migraine headache or I feel the onset of a migraine headache. Um, but I take the medication on a daily basis as if I was a person who had high blood pressure. And so with that, I see you, Dan, with your cool Papa Pill glasses on. Um, but the migraines can cause can cause me to be in bed all day long to the point where I just, like I said, I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. But on the flip side of the coin, with taking high blood pressure medication, and I don't have high blood pressure, it does cause my top numbers for my blood pressure to drop substantially. So I have to monitor that as well because I don't want it to get extremely low because that can cause problems in the long run as well. So that's why I take blood pressure medication. Let me see here. The laugh emoji was a mistake. Oh no, no worries, honey. I didn't take that off. I love you too, honey. Yeah, they say car accidents can be a substantial reason why you get an onset of headaches. And so how I knew something was wrong, like my vision started to get extremely blurry. If I seen something with like two double lines or something like that, it would agitate my eyesight, and then I would get a migraine instantly. So it might be something that your sister want to get looked at. They have several different doctors. Like I see a migraine specialist, I see a neurologist. I see a lot of different people to try to, like say, control my migraines. Let's see here. I suffer from sinus infections on a daily. It's draining. I stay dizzy, and I also can't even look up. My eyes hurt really bad. I I understand that too, baby. When I say I got allergies, oh my goodness, I'm allergic to everything under the sun. Sometimes I feel like they ought to put me in a bubble because I'm so allergic to so much stuff. Hey, Brandy, how you doing, hon? So, now, what I've had to do with my sinuses is they did it's like a panel prick, and what they do is they test you to see what all you're actually allergic to, and then they slowly inject it into your body to see if you will if you can finally get to the point where you can control your reaction to whatever you're allergic to. So it's where you can build up a tolerance for it. Let's see. Hold on one second. My sister's neurologist suggested peppermint oil. Now peppermint oil is good. Um, some people can be sensitive to the peppermint oil because it's such a sweet smell. So you have to try and test various things. Like say one thing that my neurologist told me is never go without having 5 different medications on deck. So, I have shots that I can take. I have all kinds of prescription medications that I can take, but I try to not take as many of the prescription drugs because they have so many side effects. And, you know, like Samore said on what is that, Queens of Comedy, you want to know what the effing side effects are. Do I want to have a headache or do I want to have a running behind? Which one is it? So you have to really pay attention to the side effects on some of the things that you have out there. And that's the only thing that you can do is monitor. Well, if the peppermint oil worked, then if I was to try something else next week, would that work? And you have to keep going, so on and so on from there. Let's see. I see Trinisha says, I have cataracts in my eyes and it's hard for me to see things up close and far away. Baby, I don't have cataracts, but I still can't see. I'm blind. I'm extremely blind. And that is also another thing that can cause migraines. If you need to update your prescription and your glasses, or if you have any type of problems within your eyes, that can cause you to be extremely sensitive to light and have the need to have different medications on deck in regards to your migraines. Like say, your cycles can cause migraines. Um, I absolutely hated having cycles as a child. I knew when it was coming on because that's when I got the biggest migraine in the world, and I couldn't talk to anybody, couldn't deal with anybody or anything like that. I used to suffer with migraines so bad that I would throw up, and it was no fun at all. Let's see. How long have I had the problem? Okay, so when I was a kid growing up, I had migraines and then they stopped. Like when I got to college, I didn't have migraines at all. They didn't start again until I got into my 20s. Um, and the reason being is because I was in a car accident and I hit my head on the steering wheel, and so they said it was like trauma, and that trauma brought on the onset of migraines again. Now what they have done is they did a ek, it's not called an ekg, give me 1 second, I have to look it up. But what they did is they did a brain test on me where they actually had to um, put different electrodes in my scalp, and they monitored for 3 days to see if I would sustain any type of brain movement from the migraines that would possibly cause me to have a seizure. And I had to do this test a couple of times because the results always came out inconclusive um, in regards to it. So yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly what it is called. Um, let's see. Like if you suffer from ear infections too, that yeah, that's it, Sherry. The EEG. I thought it was something. I'm thinking EKG. So the EEG, like say you stick the electrodes in the scalp, and I was hooked up to this EEG for 3 days, and it tracks the brain movement inside of my head to see if I would have migraines. It what if my migraines were going to eventually cause seizures, and so I could go places for the 3 days, but they don't want you to shower or do anything that could possibly cause these electrodes to come out of your head. And you just stay in the house and kind of go from there. But yes, I have to be in extreme darkness. I cannot tolerate sunlight. So, when people be like, well, why you don't want to come on stream? I don't, it's not that I don't want to come on. I don't have a problem with being live at all and showing my face. It's just sometimes I'm extremely sensitive to the light. So, to avoid a migraine onset, I already know that some lights can be a trigger. So, I just sit back and I don't actually come on very frequently. Um, but like say, migraines is a pain for me. I hate them. Um, since I've gotten them back, I actually track how many migraine headaches I get per month, because I have to tell I have a migraine specialist who I see, and they want me to go through like therapy because during my car accident, the person who was in the passenger side, instead of letting the accident happen, they actually grabbed my shoulder. And when they did, they pulled everything on my right side because the car was throwing me forward, and she was pulling my shoulder back. But it was just a motherly instinct that, you're going to block your child from harm's way. And she went to grab my shoulder, but still, that pulled everything and I hit my head. So it wasn't anything that I couldn't deal with. The headaches are unbearable at times, but baby, if I have to take more than two BC powders or two goodies, then it's time for me to go to the emergency room, because even when my prescription medication doesn't work, then I know that my BC powder is going to work for me. Let's see. I've had bad cases of eczema on my hands and feet. I'm so sensitive to everything now. What I use. Oh, honey, I'm extremely sensitive to a lot of things. Like say, the smell of perfumes can absolutely make me sick. My sister is the perfume queen, baby, and she will spray on 4 or 5 of them at the same time, and that will cause me to get sicker than a dog. I cannot be around her when she sprays on all that perfume, because there's certain notes within the perfume that can cause me to get sick. So one way that I have to wear perfume, my doctor told me, is to spray my wrist, spray my stomach area, and then I can spray my thighs, because it has less of a travel time for the smell to actually get up to the nose. So that's why it's easier for me to do it that way. So let's see. Oh, it can be held, but like I say, I'm blessed, I'm highly favored, so I don't have to worry about it. My child is well taken care of, and that's my only concern when I get a migraine. Um, is that my child doesn't suffer or it doesn't diminish the quality of life that she could possibly have because of her mom having these migraine headaches. Let's The eczema is on the palm of my hands, and I don't like it. Oh, baby, I trust and believe. I didn't get eczema as a child, but I was allergic to the smell of fresh cut grass, and it would break me out in hives all over my body. Couldn't take it. Yes, thank God for a mature audience. Let's see here. My sister also injured her arm in a car accident. Yeah, I injured my arm and my shoulder. So I have nerve damage now from my neck all the way to my hand on my right side. But to look at me, you would absolutely think nothing is wrong. I have, like I say, truly been blessed. And so, I just deal with everything in stride. Oh, you're welcome. You are more than welcome. I definitely don't mind sharing any information, especially pertaining to migraines. Um, it just helps so much. But yeah, um, baby, blackout curtains, they your friends, especially if you're someone who suffers from migraines. The blackout curtains, it just helps to diminish the light that is going on. Because like I say, when I get a migraine, I have to be in complete darkness. I also cannot tolerate any smells. I can't tolerate sound. If you want to see me feel like I'm going crazy, baby, that's what you do. Cut on a light and I have a migraine. My eyes get to twitching and everything else. I appreciate that, Brandy. I try to be a soldier. Some days is better than others. And like I say, I just really have to monitor what I eat. I have to do a charting and everything like that in regards to what I eat. So that way I can make sure that any triggers that I possibly have will be taken care of. Oddly enough, they say chocolate can cause you to have problems as well. What's up, Glenn? I see you talking about Dan shades. Dan, what's wrong with your shades, son? I don't know. Dan's not talking right now. So, um, but yeah, the migraine headaches, as I get older, I get I feel like I'm in control of them more by simply charting what I eat. And then also tracking my cycles and stuff like that. So that way I'll know and be prepared whenever I am about to have my cycle because I get headaches like crazy when my cycle is about to come and it is migraines and they are worse. They come with a vengeance. Let's see here. Trying to think what else can I tell you guys. Like so many people suffer with migraines. So it says triggers that can actually cause migraines to come about is certain foods and drinks, stress, and exercise. So with what they mean in regards to foods, like if you have a food allergy to something, it can possibly bring on an onset of a migraine. If you have if you consume alcohol, it can bring on an onset of a migraine. Um, Different things like that definitely will cause you to have a migraine. So, you know, I appreciate it, Crystal. I try to be tough, baby. Oh, you welcome, sweetie. I'm gonna try to do anything I can to help you guys at any given point in time. If y'all ever need me, I'm always gonna be here for you. So don't worry about anything. Let's see. My son was born with eczema. Now I know eczema makes the skin itch Can either one of you guys tell me, like, does the oatmeal bath help subside the eczema, the to stop the itching? Because I know sometimes people say eczema can cause severe itching, as if you had poison ivy or something like that. Welcome, sweetie. How are you this evening? I hope you having a good time here. Let's see here. Thank you for the tips. I'm going to try that. Yeah, try, like say, you want to always have backup plans, especially when you have migraines, because you never know what can transpire. So if you notice that you sprayed on a particular perfume and that caused a migraine, then you would have to chart that so that way you would know not to wear that perfume anymore. If I change like my body wash, I have to monitor how I'm going to react to that particular body wash, because it can cause me to be able to have a migraine later on. So I monitor all the different things that I have, or if I introduce new foods into my life, I monitor those as well. Let's see. Not for my son, no. Oatmeal baths cause the skin to itch with. Oh, okay. Wow. I thought for some reason, like, with the eczema and it being itchy, and they use it for chicken pox, that it would help it to subside. I've never experienced eczema, so I'm not too familiar with it. I just know that it's skin irritation, and sometimes it can cause discoloration within the skin. So this is something new for me, but let's see. Um, like I don't know, a lot of people like say can become so sensitive and have migraines that are so bad that you throw up. Now, when I used to get migraines that would make me throw up, it would feel extremely odd, because as soon as I threw up, then the migraine would go away. It's like I didn't have the pressure anymore from the migraines. It would go away. Now, I have known some people to get the opposite reaction and get it from the other end, and then as soon as they go to the bathroom, the migraine goes away. But like I say, I have to have at least 5 different medications on deck in order to be able to get through my migraine headaches. And like I say, you have to rotate the medications, because if your body gets too attached or too addicted to it, then it prevents you from being able to control the migraine with that medication. Let's see. An oatmeal bath was also the worst thing for my son when they had the chicken pox as a child. I never made that mistake. Wow, you see, the oatmeal bath was just the opposite for me. When I had the chick pox as a child, that's what I had to do, was the oatmeal bath, and it helped to soothe the irritation of my skin. Um, Now, I do have allergies that are real bad. Well, I had allergies real bad as a child. I still have them real bad, but as a child, I could not, like I was saying earlier, I couldn't be around the smell of fresh cut grass. I would actually break out in hives, and I would get hives so bad that it would go all over my body. Then I would have to do Benadryl shots in both of my butt cheeks so that way I could get the wepping to go down. Now, having allergies that severe can cause migraines as well. Let's see. Does that work for you, Trinisha, the oatmeal alvino soap? Let's see. Um, oh wow. It's crazy how sensitive our skins can be to various things. Um, you just never know what could possibly cause your skin to have an irritation. So some other things that can cause you to have an onset of migraines is paint thinner. Also, secondhand smoke, which I talked about because, like I say, I can't tolerate the smell of menthol cigarettes. That makes me sick. That's an instant migraine headaches. Bright flashes of lights, extremely loud sounds can cause migraine headaches. Different things like that. Um, some of the things that you can do to get rid of a migraine is, like I said, blackout curtains. You can get a eye mask to black out any light that's within the room, and that helps as well. Um, Now, what my doctor did tell me is anytime that I feel or I have a migraine, to take the pills with some type of caffeine, whether it be coffee, whether it's soda, it allows you to be able to get the medication into your bloodstream faster by doing the caffeine. Now, ladies, one thing that I will tell you that my doctor told me, you gonna laugh and y'all think I'm being funny, but I'm actually not. My doctor told me that anytime that I have a migraine, to have sex. And I was like, "Are you out your mind? Like, I ain't trying to have nobody sex. I don't want nobody to touch me. Like, my migraines get to the point where they're that bad, and I'm not trying to hear anything that anybody got to say. Just leave me alone. Let me go on about my merely business." But for some reason, scientists have researched it, and they said that anytime a woman has an orgasm when they're having a migraine, it helps to alleviate the pain in their head. So if you telling your man that you got a headache, not tonight, boo, that ain't gonna work anymore because scientists have proven that each time that you do have sex, that it alleviates the pressure within your head. I don't know if anybody knew that, but put a one in the chat if you actually knew that before. Um, so if you do like hot packs, heat packs for the tension and muscles, that helps to alleviate the pressure within your head. Massaging your temples can help to alleviate some of the pressure in your head. What else? Let me think. Um, the actual thing that you feel when you have a migraine is you feel a severe throbbing. Sometimes I don't feel a throbbing. I feel like someone put on a Timberland boot or a steel toe boot and just started kicking me in my head in one spot. And I'm like, oh my God, like when will this stop? But I don't know. My mom actually suffered with migraines when she was younger, and they stopped for her, but like I say, when mine's came back with a vengeance after a car accident. No, because it came back more, and I'm going to try something else different. What Leslie said, thank you so much for the tip, Leslie. I'm glad. I'm happy that what Leslie said, helped you a lot at this point. Because definitely we learn from one another, and this is the way that we can grow is by simply interacting with one another and sharing our experiences in regards to family and what actually worked for us and what didn't work. Let's see. I wouldn't be able to take it. I can't stand my sinus headaches and they come and go. Oh, baby, I have to take sinus medication on a daily because sinus headaches and migraines, they feel close, but migraines are a lot worse for me. My sinuses, I have to take the sinus medication on a daily basis, and then also I do like Flonase in my nose to try to open up the passageway. But yeah, I don't like sinus pressure or sinus headaches. And so I go to the ENT for that, just to keep those on close monitorization as well. Let's see. Um, the neurologist is normally the ones who can tell you in regards to nerve damage. So one of the things that my migraine specialist did is my migraine specialist would tell me to go to a therapist. Now, the therapist told me that the reason why my migraine headaches were so bad because of the nerve damage that I had in my neck. So when I was in the car accident, like I told you guys, my truck was throwing me forward, and the passenger was holding my shoulder, so I hit my head. Now I wind up getting herniated and bulging discs in my neck. So as long as I'm laying down, I don't feel so much pressure causing me to have a migraine. The moment that I sit up, I get an instant headache, but I have to take it slow and minimalize the time in regards to me getting up. Now, basically, they wanted me to do therapy to the point where they would stretch your neck, cause it to twist and turn in all different ways. But baby, that was so much pain. I couldn't do it. I was like, nope, we're gonna have to try something different. Let's see here. I took the tea bags and the rest of them directly on the affected areas of the skin. A change happened after one bath, but we continue with the belief it would work, and it did. Would tea tree oil work, or is tea tree oil too harsh on the skin? Because I know, like, say, like, if I'm getting sick, that's another thing that triggers the body. Whenever I feel a migraine coming on, I can get fever blisters, and my mom used to tell me that the old folks would say that your body gets fever blisters to prevent you from getting sicker than what you actually could be. But I would have to put tea tree oil or peppermint oil on my lip to prevent the migraine, prevent the fever blisters from popping out. So I wonder, would the tea tree oil agitate the skin even more, or would it help in some areas? Let me know on that, Leslie. I'd be interested in knowing that. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Not sure at this time about tea tree oil. If you do find out, please let me know. I'll be interested in knowing. Knowledge is power. So any information I would love to know, because if my child ever experienced it, then I would know certain things not to try, just based upon the conversations and the interactions that I'm having with you, to know not to try the oatmeal bath or oatmeal soap, that it will agitate the skin a little bit more. And so I would have to look for different remedies and stuff like that. But it's always great to eliminate certain things out, right off the bat, because it didn't work for you. And again, it didn't work for Triesha as well. So that lets me know that that's something that wouldn't work pertaining to eczema if my child was to get it. So I can rule out using an oatmeal soap. Um, let's see. Miss Moji says she would too. So let's see what else. Also, I'm not sure about the peppermint oil that was suggested for my sister with migraines, because she hasn't tried it yet. Oh, okay. Now, I don't know. I used to be told, like, to do the like I said, the warm towels, and you just kind of lay it on the temples to help make the muscles relax a little bit more whenever you have a migraine coming on. Now the peppermint oil, let me Google that, because I've never heard of the peppermint oil helping. But that's something interesting. Like I say, I definitely would love to know about the peppermint oil. Um, y'all just bear with me. I'm sorry. Like, I've heard a lot of different things. Like, one lady used to tell me, if you get a Charlie horse, if you take some hotel soap, that it would actually help to minimize the onset of Charlie horses. Let's see. Y'all give me a second. I'm just looking it up because I've never heard of that. Oh, it actually does help with fever blisters. Like say, I used to get them all the time. What it does is it reduces the swelling in fever blisters and it causes it to scab faster. So that way you don't have the fever blisters for a long period of time. Now you laughing me up all the things that I've had to try with fever blisters. I would do salt. I would do the tea tree oil. What else have I done? Tea bags. Um, yeah, I've done everything in regards to getting rid of fever blisters. I was like, ooh, I could not stand that. It's crazy. Let's see. Miss Moji says I've actually tried it myself personally for headaches. You tried the peppermint oil, Miss Moji? What is the name of the ear piercing that is suggested to? Hmm. I don't know about the ear piercing. I haven't heard of that one. Let's see. Hey, Miss Carmela. How you doing, hon? Girl, I have them Charlie horses. Girl. I'm telling my sister used to call me flicked all the time. And I'd be like, oh, I can't stand her. Girl, I would get Charlie horses in my sleep. I would wake up with my leg up, like, what the hell? Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm just saying hell. Forgive me. Um, I would get them in my hands when I was writing, when I would have to do PE classes, if they make me do sit-ups, too many sit-ups, my stomach would get a trolley horse. I would get them in my arm doing push-ups. Oh, I hated trolley horses. Girl, my sister called me flicked all the time. But they used to tell me, you have to increase your potassium, that you have to eat more bananas. And I was like, really? Like, I don't understand why potassium would cause this. So I would eat bananas, but I'm like, the bananas ain't helping. I don't know what else y'all want me to do. Somebody tell me something. Wait, does a peppermint oil help for fever blisters or headaches? Are you asking? Um, I know peppermint oil, I mean, not peppermint oil, tea tree oil helps for my fever blisters. I don't know about anybody else's, but they help for my fever blisters. So it helps to reduce the swelling. Um, So it says that some researchers find that peppermint oil helps control the blood flow from the body and it opens up the sinuses for the oxygen to flow more. So I'm definitely going to have to try that. Leslie, I appreciate you for telling me that, honey. I definitely needed to know that one. I will definitely try the peppermint oil. Now they have peppermint oil that you can take in capsules. You can take it in a liquid format, in a tea, and also an incense sticks. And they also have candy, which I didn't know about. That's interesting. So I definitely will try peppermint oil. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything that will help. Write the peppermint oil. I will. I don't know what you're talking about, sis. Write the peppermint oil. Hey, Camila. Let's see. Oh, yeah, them Charlie horses. Ooh, they ain't no joke. Did bananas help you when you had your Charlie horses, Sherry? Because they didn't help. Oh, not in the calf. I don't know if y'all remember watching on the Huxtables when Claire had woke up that one night and she had a trolley horse and she was on the ground and Cliff was trying to help her with the trolley horse. Baby, that was so funny, but that's literally how you be feeling like, oh my God, like what is going on when you get a trolley horse anywhere in the body? Yeah. I hate trolley horses. I don't like bananas. Um, what I've done to minimize the taste of bananas, I freeze them and I put them in smoothies, and I try to add in other fruits and vegetables to try to not have such a banana taste to it, so that way I don't experience trolley horses. Let's see. Oh, okay. I appreciate this, sis. I don't hold a license in regards to medicine either. I can only tell you from experience what I've dealt with. And so hopefully some of the things that I share with you guys will work for you guys. I like I say, I can only tell you from personal experience. I'm not a doctor. So like she say, disclaimer, disclaimer, baby. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I can only share information that I've gotten from my doctor and be able to give it to you guys and let you know what has worked for me, and how I deal with certain situations and what I deal with. So yeah, that's just my disclaimer. So let's let it be known. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to help you. This our girl chat. We just chatting woman to woman. And I'm letting you know what works for me. But what I did order, that I forgot, is a temple roller from Shein. And so what I do is whenever I have a headache, I take this, it's like say a little roller and it has two balls on it. And I roll it across my temples all the way from one side of my head to the next side of my head to try to massage it and get the pressure in my head to go down when I have a migraine going on. And then I have like say blackout mask. I have blackout curtains that I utilize. Um, those things try to help. Now, what could have worked for me when I was in college, and the reason why I didn't get migraines was I used to put aluminum foil on the window. You would think that it was night in my room all the time because I make sure the sun would beam back to the other direction. I went to Texas A&M Kingsville, and baby, when I say it was hot there, you can literally see the sun beaming from the pavement. That's how hot it was. So that's why I didn't want that in my room. I think I've only had a trolley horse once, but my husband gets them all the time when we're swimming. Buddha can swim. You mean Buddha can swim? Miss Moji, you sure he ain't the floating device? I'm just saying, don't tell him I said that because you know he gonna try to come for my head top like always. He good for that. Let's see. I get them when I'm in bed. Oh, thank God I haven't gotten them. It's like I traded for one thing. I got my migraines back and the trolley horses stopped. So I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I absolutely hate it when I would get a trolley horse. I'd be like, forget that. Um, Amen, amen. I know that's right. Let's see. Me too, Brandy. Miss Moji, I caught one in the pool. Not hollering like a baby. You a mess, Sherry. No. Have you ever gotten a trolley horse while driving? Baby. Ooh wee. Now that's the worst thing to ever happen is to get a trolley horse while driving. I was trying to drive with the opposite foot. You can't use your dominant foot anymore when you get a trolley horse. But that is not fun. I thought I was gonna wreck the car. I do drink more water. I try to drink water all the time. Um, and I try to avoid like a lot of high sugar drinks because stuff like that is not good for your diet. And it also can cause other problems later on down the line. Let's see. He can swim for real like a fish. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Buddha can swim. Like don't tell him I said it, but that belly is a flotation device. So, but that's good to know that if anything ever happened, Buddha can be the one to save us all. I have. Ain't it the worst, Leslie? Getting a Charlie horse when you driving? I'm like, oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. The Charlie Horse Queen, girl. I used to be the Charlie Horse Queen when I was younger. I used to hate it, and especially when I was working out in junior high, I would get them so bad they be laughing and looking at me, and I'm like, it's not funny, because I be all cramped up in a ball and everything else. Mm-mm. Now you know I'm gonna come for Buddha each and every time. Nam yo renge ho, say nam yo renge ho. Now let me act right because he ain't on here today, but he know I'm gonna come for him. If y'all don't know, my sis, Miss Moji, sent me some beautiful items. I did a thank you video and a Walmart video all together today. I just want to tell my beautiful, gorgeous sis, thank you. I love you to pieces. You left me speechless, honey. I want to make sure I say, hey, girl, hey. Let's see. Krista over there laughing. Girl, now you know, stop playing. Tell me you ain't thought about Buddha Belly being the flotation device. Hmm. Or the drink holder. You know, he can lay on his back and swim and just hold a drink on his belly. Or how some more of them say that they want a wrap around booty. Yeah, that's what that is. Let's see. The herbal tea was chamomile works for a lot of things. So when my baby was first born, like she used to have some problems with sleeping. And believe it or not, they told me to put chamomile tea inside of her bottle with the formula, and it helped her to go to sleep. I was shocked that it actually worked, but it does. It works really good. So I don't know what it is about that. Let's see. It was so pretty. What was so pretty, Miss Carmelita? Because I must have missed it, huh? Lita, I never found the Facebook. The Facebook for who, Brandy? For me or for Gangster? Um, because Gangsters is RJ Clark. Let's see. That was so sweet, Miss Moji. You deserve. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, she had me over here crying like a baby. I don't know why she be doing me like that. She had me crying, crying, crying. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, Krista, you already know. Uh Hey, Crystal. Hey, Carmela. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, it's nothing I won't do for any of you guys. So Brandy, mine's is under my name. My name is well, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure that it's under my name. Don't give me the line. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, it's under my name. And let's see. Um, hold on. Yeah, Oleta M. Pine. So my first name is spelled Oleta. A lot of people mispronounce my name, so I just go by Lita. It's Oleta, Oleta, and my last name is Pine, Pine. And I actually have face pictures and everything else up there. So let's see. Um, Yes, my gifts from Miss Moji. Yes, I loved them. They were extremely pretty, especially my mugs and my purse. Oh my goodness, me and her are both purse fanatics, baby. You just don't know. We love us some purses. Brandy, what is your name on Facebook? I'll send you a friend's request. That way you'll know exactly um who is who, and I'll send it to you that way. Just type it in the chat. Thank you, Miss Carmela. I appreciate that. Y'all don't know how much y'all make my day each and every time. Is it okay to ask? Oh yeah, huh? The email address is simply his name, Gangsta Emoji, and it's you gotta add a G behind the N and at gmail.com. That's the one that I use, and then his is gangstamoji100 at gmail.com. But yeah, you can email us anytime, baby. We talk back. We always talk back. I may talk a little bit more though. You know, it's just the female side of me. Mine is my name with this picture. Okay, as soon as we get off the live, I will find you and send you a friend's request. That way you know exactly who I am, huh? Let's see. I don't know why. Um, girl, who look like they could be sisters? You and Brandy? I think you and Brandy look like y'all could be sisters. Definitely. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I hope you have enjoyed this discussion in regards to migraine headaches. I hope that we learned something. And if you guys need me for any reason, you can contact me anytime at 210-441-3417. Again, that number is 210-441-3417. I'm always willing to chat. I will love on you. I will send you good morning messages. I'll do anything that I can for you guys. So until next time, y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. And thank you, Crystal. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next week, I don't know what the topic will be just yet or what will be going on. We're probably going to do something pertaining to weight loss so that way Miss Moji can join in. But I will let you guys know on Saturday. So you guys be blessed and have a great evening. Bye.